when you look this way, then I can see your face and your hand. That's okay, not a problem. Hello, people. We are in the forest. I don't know if you can hear it. Do you hear the distant howling? There's clearly a husky trip. Hey, good morning, Tommy. There's clearly a husky trip just about to start. Or they're feeding them, that's also possible. But I assume that they're going to go on a tour. Yeah. So that's when the dogs are always very loud. There's a husky farm, like a kilometer that way. Well, a bit more, 1.5. It's wonderful. Again, today I'm not wearing it because here I'm by the fire, so I don't want to wear it by the fire. But apart from that, in places where people see me, that's where it fits better. Hey Joe, happy Sunday. It is a wonderful weather, rather windy. Although luckily you don't notice it that bad here. Look, you see that the trees are swaying in the wind a bit, but not that much. You see? And we're going to have a campfire as usual, and we're going to have coffee. Oh, and we're going to have something funny as well. Look, you have seen this before, but in a little bit different format. I don't remember if we've made it like this before. This is it's clearly been, the dough has been rising clearly. Yeah, it's supposed to do, but now it's all stuck in the.
Yeah, just thinking. Hey, can you also try this at some point with rieska taking up?
Yeah, we've had that. Do you remember? Yeah, we made that wonderful rieska.
Yeah, but I mean to do what we now do with this, to do this with rieska taking.
Yeah. But I have to tell people what we are going to do.
Oh yeah.
So look, here, it doesn't it a little bit, but it's actually dough. Look. When you push it like this, you notice that it's a bread dough.
It's alive.
It's alive. Yeah. It's a bread. Look, this is a bread dough, very sticky at the moment. And this is the kind of dough that we normally make this stick buns out of. We wrap it around a stick, and then you have it with jam, and you fry it. So you wrap it around a stick, then you cook it on a fire. Stefan is going to make a fire soon. And then you roast it there. It becomes like a sweet bun, and then you have it with jam. However, today we're going to do something different. This time this is not sweet. I only put a tad little bit of sugar in it just to make the yeast work, because as you know, if you use yeast in baking, then the yeast needs food, and the sugar is the food for the yeast. That's what makes it rise. Huh?
Yeah. You can use
slow rise it otherwise as well.
Yeah, or like use, for instance,
honey.
What's it called?
Huh?
Use the sugars of the grain.
Yeah.
Adding, for instance, full corn.
Yeah, but then it takes always a bit. It takes longer. Yeah. So this is now made this morning. I don't know if there's a recipe for that. Well, I mean, this tikkupulla in Finnish, but this time we make a stick bread. So this is more of a bread dough. There's less sugar in this, and I put a bit of thyme in here. There's a bit of thyme, and then there's a little bit of parmesan. Hey, Cosmic Rose! Look, we've got nice things today. You see how lovely it is? I love dough. It's like this wonderful living creature here that we're going to eat, unfortunately. But and this dough, we are at the campfire is not there yet. Stefan is going to build it up. But huh? Yeah, it's his day off, so he's slow. we're going to have this dough with these sausages. So these are reindeer and porcini sausages. It's cooked, but they are sort of. Oh, very good. It's good that it's a positive alarm. The you hear that? I can't even talk because Stefan is chopping. Reindeer and Sep being porcini. Yes, so this is reindeer meat. It's not as good as the one that we have at the coffee sled, the one that we buy from a um, local reindeer herding family. However, this is also very good, and this is sort of like the shop quality. Okay, very good. Glad to hear that. So this is also, this is not from far from here either. This is like from the next municipality, next community, but I like it because there's mushrooms in it. So there's reindeer and mushrooms, and then we're going to have that. Then we're going to wrap. I think we have to first cook it a bit though. I don't think that it'll be warm enough if we just straight away wrap the bread dough around it. But we're going to cook that a little bit on the fire. Then we're going to wrap that dough around it, and then we're going to cook it a bit more. And we'll see what happens. I took some pesto along as well because I think that it might be very nice. So then we have these beautiful thyme cheese breads or thyme cheese stick buns with sausages. Oh, you have to keep your thumbs up. We'll see what happens with them. And then, of course, Stefan is going to make his coffee. I'm not going to have that though. I'm going to have tea. I have a lovely tea here, which I think I had it along last time as well. But we're going to sit here and watch Stefan. Watch Stefan work. Yeah. Oh, thank you, smartphone.
That's how my days off tend to go. You have a day off and you sit and watch me work.
That's a good Sunday tradition. Yeah, no, we've been having beautiful auroras. It's really um because we've had now uh, quite a busy week with people. Yeah, I can't wait to taste them. We've had quite a busy week with people here in the forest, and a lot of them have been saying that 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 in real life they didn't realize that in real life auroras are not that visible like what you see on the camera. That you might see this faint white sort of glow on the sky, and then on camera it looks beautiful and green. However, it's true. Mostly it's like that, but then sometimes you get these awesome auroras, which really, they are really flying through the sky and they're really neon green, neon pink, purple, even when you just with bare eye. That doesn't happen very often. You don't get that strong auroras very often.
That happens. That's when the locals start calling each other.
That's when we call it auroras. Polar winter is over. Yeah, yeah.
There's a branch there. So.
Yeah, it does, and that's when you get those beautiful, beautiful green pictures. Um, but this week we had, and for a couple of weeks we've had really the kind of aurora that you only go out and see them without anything. No problem. Or they are real, they. But I said sometimes because the people that really are the aurora photographers, they often say that the very strong ones are actually more difficult to shoot. That it's easier to shoot the ones that are sort of a bit less strong, bit more sort of faint. I don't know why that is. I never asked, but but it's probably the same thing as many photographers say that you have to that you take better photos when it's not sunny. You know, legit. Wait. Oh yeah, I yeah, it is KP 3 meter warning. Right. We've even had auroras in the south of Finland. Like even in Helsinki, they managed to make pictures of them. I have sometimes taken pictures. Now, this couple of weeks ago, when we had a really strong one, Stefan managed to get a couple of pictures with his phone. But I don't know. I just like to look at them. That's more my thing, rather than taking photographs. Hard to get photos of rainbows. It's hard to kind of. I mean, if you have professional gear and you know what you're doing, then it's of course easy. But and with phones nowadays, I guess that you can
Anything.
get pictures of,
Yeah.
huh?
That's with anything. If you have professional gear and you know what you're doing, it's
Yes,
easy.
well, yes. Hoi oma.
Hallo.
Dit keer de kinderen zijn niet hier. Ze slapen nog steeds. Yeah, South Pole. Okay, that's an interesting thing. I didn't know that. The North Pole, Stefan Cosmic Crow says that North Pole gets auroras more often than South Pole.
Okay, I wasn't aware. Yeah. Is that this that then depends on the season? No. Yeah. No. Okay. I don't know why that would be.
Look, there's a fire. And now there's a lot of black smoke coming
Yeah,
off of
it's
it.
always it's going to change.
Sometimes, because it's been very humid now. And today, mind you, it's like now -2 Celsius and rather windy. Oh, that's funny. North is Aurora Borealis and south is Aurora Australis.
Yeah.
Never thought about that. We just watch the ones that we have here. Thank you for that information, Cosmic Rose. um, hey, John. Good afternoon. You're here now that the fire is burning, so you were waiting until Stefan got the fire burning. But yeah, it's been so humid, and it's going to today be plus. Oh, it's again colder there in Boston.
Uh-huh. Cold city.
Well, for us, this is a very mild weather, but it is the humidity and the wind that makes it feel colder than it normally would or otherwise would. So today is going to be plus degrees above zero. So it's going to be thawing. And tomorrow it's going to be +5. And that's
For this time of year,
for this time of the year, it's wrong. But then again, it's because of the fern winds. So, the winds blowing all the way from Africa, I think. Or maybe it's just from closer by this time, but it's the fern winds that always in the winter time bring the really warm weather. Next you'll know. Oh, wonderful. Hmm. That's a good thing. Fern. Uh, we call it F, then O with dots, and H and N. Fern. Like we use the same word for like blow drying your hair. The strange is getting warmer in Lapland this winter. Yeah, well, it of course it depends on the year and it depends on the polar vortex, but it, as I've said before, there are clear changes in the climate over here. Weather as well. I mean, weather changes is what we see, but Sahara winds. Well, that's basically what we're talking about. Yeah. Oh, my dough is getting a bit cold.
So you have to close the lid.
Well, I mean, we have to wrap it on the... Hey, I think that we have to straight away put some sausages.
Yeah, I'll start putting some water on.
But if you put the sausages, then they can heat there, but on the on the grill.
Yeah.
Because we can't straight away wrap the dough on them anyways. So that's where we're going to put them. We're going to have the sausages here. Then the ones that didn't see yet, I will still quickly show you. So the dough here is a sort of a bread dough. You're going to get even hungrier. This is a sort of a bread dough with some thyme and some
Cheese,
Parmesan cheese, yes, which we made just before we left, and it's been, as you saw, it's been rising nicely. And then we're going to... Oh, you put all of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
No?
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure that we will manage to eat them all. So these are the porcini and reindeer sausages. So mushroom and reindeer sausages. Yeah, me too. Me too. I love it too. And then I love the mushrooms and reindeer. So that's well done. See this, by the way. Did we ever look at Stefan's knife?
Don't know.
It's a beautiful one. It's like over here in Finland, especially here in Lapland, knives are really, it's a tool, and you use it for all kinds of stuff, like now for cooking, but then also for when you're making a fire, you need one, and
I use it as the cruise control for my snowmobile.
even that, yes. You don't need to do that anymore, do you? Or the other one?
Yeah, yeah. From this one, I don't need to
Thank
do it
goodness, because it's not exactly a safe method, let's put it that way. I think that we've got things organized now, don't we?
now. Yeah, I have to put the water on.
Yeah. I shouldn't put them too close to the fire, though.
No, that one is already almost done.
Almost done.
Yeah.
It's not done.
No, but I mean,
Almost burnt, you mean?
Yes.
That's a different thing. Because that's the thing, you shouldn't put them in the flames, otherwise they burn from the top.
It wasn't in the flame, but then the flame went.
Right.
Can you
Yeah, but I can't. It's a bit difficult for me. I can't. Because they don't need to cook yet. They need to just warm a bit. These are... No, Stefan is sort of... He's got Teflon hands almost. He's so often burning them that they become sort of... Or they are grime coated. That helps as well.
That's it.
Maybe we just try the first one. If you help me with the first one, then I could just sit here with a stick.
Yes.
Gee. So get a stick for cooking. Sprouted bread, that sounds good as well. Yeah. We got a beautiful big new kitchen machine with which we're going to probably in the summer, when we have time, we're going to make some bread. But now there's no time yet for that.
Quickly doing the dishes here.
Huh?
I'm quickly doing the dishes.
Yeah. It takes maybe about... Well, I will only have them ready at the end of the broadcast. We will get to have a taste, but but it takes like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Look. So now the sausage has been warming a bit.
I didn't take gloves, rubber gloves.
Well, it's just you and me, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. See what Stefan is doing. Ah, the dough is quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, feels good.
We'll see how, because we haven't done it like this before, so we'll see how. This is the first trial piece. It's rather thick now, but
Yeah. So move it around a bit maybe.
no, it's okay. I mean, this is the first one we have some. Well, it is basically pigs in a blanket, but then made on the fire. We'll see how that turns out. We
go.
can't promise
It's
you
sticking
anything.
out from outside.
It's pretty ugly. Hello. Oh no. Oh, we'll see. Okay, I need to somehow manage to do this with one hand. Is this now properly on the stick?
Yeah, but don't keep it upside down.
Yeah, well, it's easier said than done because I'm trying to. Okay, how is this going to work? I think I have to.
have to start taking your static and wear the microphone so that we don't have to keep your phone in there.
Well, that's maybe, but then I can't. Then I can't see what people are commenting. Do you think you could give me a chair? Because otherwise, I'm going to be so far I can't hold the. We're going to go closer, but I can't close hold the stick so far.
One chair.
Thank you.
Lift.
Chair for the missus. And then I'm going to. I'm making this very difficult for myself. Thank you. Look, here is a perfect spot for this.
Okay, goed zo. Don't put more wood now.
Well, maybe on top of the other log, cause you see.
For that to rest, you mean?
Yeah.
Is it now good? Can you rest it?
Yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect. Excellent.
You have to
See?
turn it a bit at some point to make sure that the dough doesn't start moving.
Yeah, but I can't because the look. I'm turning the stick, but the sausage doesn't turn. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. How are we going to solve it?
From one side, and then we'll think later how to make it from the other side.
Hello, Ugo Valentini. Welcome to the forest. I'll have to just do it like this. Yeah, I'll do it like this. See? Okay. Hopefully it'll work like this. Thank you. It's always good to try things for the first time on live broadcasts, so I can be sure that it'll work out perfect. See? Well, but it's not bad because of course the side with the dough is heavier, so it'll always turn that direction. Look, there's a couple of great places. Cannot be that Timo is here again when there's sausages. You have something. You can smell it all the way to Tampere. Hey Timo, nice to see you. This is not bad. Look, I can get the whole thing. Like here is a perfect spot with the red coals. So now the underside is also getting cooked. Do you see that it's how much it's yes, that one. How much it is, what's the word? Like the dough is rising as it's cooking, you see? Did you look, Stefan?
Ah, looks great.
It does, doesn't it?
So I have to put it on the next one. I have to put it one
No,
thinner.
rising. Look, you see? I was looking at it that you had a heavier hand than you normally do. You see what's happening? This is so funny. I need to somehow manage to cook that side as well. Like that. Yeah, but that is more boring. Pan, but of course also because if it's on a pan, then it lays flat. I think you have to put something under it, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Look, there's Stefan's sausage. Looks good though, but I think they really have to be thinner. It is windy, but I think that there's a lot of the sound comes from the husky farm. You know, the howling is the dogs,
Not the wind.
not the wind. Oh, 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 look, we're burning one side of it. Now we still need to get this side done. Well, a lot of the reindeer here are famous, I think. They are filmed quite a bit. Now I would need to some. Do you think you managed to turn this
What do you mean?
so that I can that this side that's closer to
Ah, like that.
yeah.
I can try.
Oh, now I'm not sure anymore, John, what you mean by how. I don't remember anymore. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. True. That's that's exactly. Yeah, they are infamous as well. At least in my eyes. Yeah, no, it's rather hard wind here because it's getting really warm. Like today it's going to be +4 in the evening. John says, turn it so Rita can burn the other side.
Yeah.
Now, you don't trust my cooking skills, John. Wrap croissants around the sausage. Well, yeah, yeah. But this is a really nice way of, because this dough is lovely. And we can just make it without the sausages as well, just sort of on the stick. I mean, it doesn't look exactly pretty, but I think Stefan's looks much prettier. He made it for himself.
I did it on purpose.
Yes, I know. Challenge is keeping the sausages from. Yes, yeah, like a proper Finnish way of cooking. Frozen on the inside and burnt on the outside. Poke a hole in the end of the sausage. Ah, yeah, that's not stupid. Rather smart, actually. Yes, I, I, I might be, but then again, a lot of the people who live in Lapland have something with sausages because that is like the national food of Lapland almost. Well, even yes. No, that's the Finnish vegetable sausage. Oh, look, Stefan's looks very beautiful. We have to take a picture of that one then. Looks
Yeah,
really
once it's
nice.
done.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Normally, you know when it's cooked when it comes off the stick easily. Nigella Lawson was just on TV, but this cooking show is much better, says Peace Bomb Picasso. I agree. We we are the best cooking show ever. That's why Gordon Ramsay came here as well. You know, he had heard of our skills.
Yeah,
So
he wanted to get some examples for his
yeah, he just wanted to
learn
become
from us.
famous on our on our wing. Oh well. Look, this is a bit of a problem because it's only I have to lean it on that stone there. to get it properly cooked from the other side. How's yours coming? Looks beautiful at least. Well, we have to still wait. It has to be fully cooked.
And I have to turn mine around soon as well.
Yeah. We have pesto. I took pesto along. So this time no mustard. Yeah, I don't know this one they claim that he's famous. I don't know. I've only heard him like talk dirty on the television, so it's super funny. And of course there's really a lot of people who comment on that at the moment. Yes, we do. We put pesto on the bread. We use that as a dip. In the news that it's possible to have some Sahara said, yeah. That's what I was, yeah, because this is the, I was saying earlier that the reason for the warm weather now is the Sahara wind. Would have told you how to properly cook it. I think so. We should have asked.
When it's this warm,
Yeah?
we need to put sand on the streets, otherwise they get all icy. So it's handy when we get with the warm wind immediately also the
Ice
Sahara
and the sand. Yeah.
and the sand,
It's
the sand
very
just comes
well
automatic.
thought.
The local boys don't have to go out early in the morning to put
Sand the roads, yeah. Very kind of the Mother Nature. Look. Here we are. You are going to make coffee as well, though.
Yeah. But I'm now
Busy with the.
feel honored for my broodjes.
Yeah, you made it so beautiful. Hey, Claire. Look, we're making something new today. Stefan hasn't started with the coffee yet, so that bit is still to come. But now we have these. Look, mine looks a bit ugly. That's because it was the first one that Stefan made. His one looks much prettier. But this is reindeer and porcini sausage in a dough of, well, this bread dough has parmesan and thyme in it. Ay!
What do you do?
I had to try to make it, put it further in my hand, so of course I dropped the whole thing. Although I think that it's actually ready. Ha! This actually feels ready.
Okay, great.
Wow! And it's not even hot like that. Deer in a blanket, yeah. Reindeer in a blanket. Not pretty, but the dough feels wonderful. Feels like a lovely fresh bread. Okay, first there's just a bit of the sausage. Let's see. Wait. Hot.
Good.
That's very good. No, the sausage is actually really nice as well. Definitely fancy sausages. These are not your everyday Finnish sausages. Tell you that. Look. Mm. Then I'm going to. It does. I'm going to take a spoon. Take some pesto. If I can find the spoon. I can find the spoon. First try. I can't open this with one hand though. Will you manage to? Because it's an unopened one. Thank you. Here we go. Some pesto. I don't know how well it goes with this whole thing, but let's try. See. Here's my sausage extravaganza. Maybe it doesn't look too appetizing, but I think it is though. Oh, thank you, Yelena. Hey, to France. Look, just in time. Shall we? Oh, I like to make it as well. I don't make it with basil. I make it with well, I do use basil. Wait, wait. Here I am. Hey, everybody. I use basil, but I also use what's lehtikali again?
Uh, uh, what's the here? I don't know. Green kale? No kale.
Kale. Yeah, I think it's kale. But anyways, okay, here we go. This goes really well with this.
I believe that I'm going to soon eat it as well.
It is wonderful.
I'll first put my coffee on.
But now I'm going to have a bite with the bread part as well. Let's try. Ah. Haha.
Say good.
Very good.
Okay, I will soon taste it as well.
The bread is really fluffy and nice, and you get that taste of the parmesan. Do you hear that crunch from the bread as well? It's fluffy from the inside, it is crunchy from the top.
That's really good. But I mean, that's the good thing with heating the sausages first.
Mm.
Then it gets done better from the inside.
Yeah. Yeah, the sausage is done. Nom, nom, nom. The reindeer sausages, wait, I don't want you watching my face the whole time when I'm eating. Wait. Ah, I tried to flip it, but then it didn't work. Very good. Well, this is definitely great food. The reindeer sausages that we have at the coffee sled, they are, what was it, 70% reindeer?
No, they are 70% meat.
70% meat,
50 reindeer,
50
pork.
reindeer, and 20 pork. And the reindeer meat, that's super lean, so you need some pork meat in it.
Yeah, or you
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? But so the pork puts the fat in it, and reindeer does have rather a strong taste. It has a game taste, although it's not only game. I mean, it's sort of semi game. It's semi wild, but
they call already half wild.
half wild. Yeah,
That's how it tastes.
yeah.
Half wild.
Look, Stefan is making his coffee. This is not a bad meal, people. Wish I could get you guys here on the campfire. You would so enjoy this. Another bite. Ah. This is almost too good. I'm so sorry that I can't send you any of this. It is really yummy. Yeah, the bread. Yes! We have to at some point have like a viewers' weekend. Guys have to travel here. Look. This is seriously. Nothing is perfect, but this comes close. Ah. Mm. Well, you know what to make, but it's your own fault anyways, because you heard the sausage call, "Hey, Frauke!" You can make these in your garden. Make a fire and this dough is very easy though. I can tell you how to make the dough. Yeah, but holograms can't eat, can they? If you were beamed here as holograms, then I don't know if you still would be able to manage to take a bite. But so this dough is very simple. There's 3 deciliters of flour. Then there's half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of dried yeast, but you can also use what is it? Um,
Fresh yeast.
no, not yeast at all. The
Baking powder.
baking powder.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean if you don't have, a lot of
Yeah.
people don't have yeast
Yeah.
at home, but so dry yeast, and then 1.5 deciliters. Well, first, still in my case, I used a bit of thyme, you know, like a half a teaspoon of thyme, and then a random amount of grated parmesan. Um, Probably about half a deciliter I put, and then 1.5 deciliters of warm water, and then you just mix it. You don't need to like.
The bread is actually really good.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I can hear the crunch even all the way here.
No,
It works, doesn't it? Really
this is
well.
great. Oh, fun. Why didn't we think of this earlier?
I have been thinking about it. We just never made it. This has been on my list of things to try out, but Stefan serves these buns on a stick, but then a sweet version. maybe we should put it on. I think that the reindeer might even run all the way there. It would get so done in the mail. But next deer in the blanket, poking the stick in the sausage lengthways. Yeah,
No, I was thinking about that.
it's then we have to have like thinner sticks. That's the
And then the juice is going to run out of the sausage from when you get lengthwising. It's going to get dry.
think so.
I think so.
Nah. No, you don't want to come by the campfire. Oh, well, this is good enough. We'll do with this.
This is really good, especially with pasta.
It's good, isn't it? It's really nice. I forgot my pesto. See? Look at this. This is excellent campfire food. Really nice.
There's an excellent campfire coffee with it.
Yes. And pesto goes really well with this. Not be too high-fi. It's a little bit caramelized onions. Yeah. I I hear you. I hear you. Maybe in the summertime though, because it's always a hassle to cook in the wintertime. You can saute them with mushrooms. You know, like we've sometimes made our cooked our mushrooms on a broadcast. I think at some point. Mmm. This is so nice. It is. We make a lovely salmon pasta with homemade pesto, and that's really good as well. Look, and there's Stefan. Stefan's beautiful coffee. How do you always manage to get yourself full of snow? Your
I
sleeve?
don't do it.
No, your sleeves.
The world does it to me.
Yeah, World is a vampire.
Yes, exactly. The snowy vampire. The world is a snowy vampire.
Our older daughter got an espresso mocha. So, oh, yeah. Then you have to get Stefan's coffee for it. Train her to be like the next campfire barista.
Yeah, well, our children at least are not going to pick up the mantle. Huh?
No, most likely not. Well, maybe they will when they get older. There's the coffee. There's the milk. Stefan has had Italian people, haven't you, on the coffee stand now as well?
Yeah. They've been sending each other.
They are impressed. Stefan is a part snowman.
Yes.
Yeah. This is definitely a Finnish feast. Okay, and did she like it, Timo? I hope she did. Otherwise, it would be terrible. No, just what I find really Stefan Bucks. Yes, no, that's what it is.
What?
Stefan Bucks,
Yeah. That's Steph Bucks. People have been
Steph
calling.
Bucks. Yeah. Mmm. Sorry, I mean, but it fills you. I don't think I will be able to make another one.
Oh, I will be.
Excellent. I'm really happy to hear that, Timo. Really happy to hear that. I mean, of course, because for me, making that packaging and all was really stressing because I've never done anything like that. But of course, the main thing is not the packaging; it's a taste. And I'm really glad with it as well. We had to change one ingredient, that being the chaga, because you're not allowed to have chaga in commercial products like that. Or you are, but not mixed with sugar. And obviously, when you make a syrup, it's nothing but. So, so we had to use something else. Hey, Shakrakan, great name that you have. And thank you for subscribing. The what was I going to say? What was I talking about?
About Sugar Khan.
No, before that. Oh,
Well,
changing the that one ingredient. So
well,
so instead of chaga, we have now birch leaf in it. So chaga that grows on a birch. So it's a yeah exactly. So it's sort of a mushroom that grows on the side of a birch. That is a birch tree over there. So it would be growing there. But now instead of using the mushroom, we use the leaves of the birch tree. Ferment. You mean the chaga or the leaves? The leaves are just dried. I tried different things. I also tried um, fermented leaves of fireweed. I tried.
no,
Yeah,
not bad.
that was actually rather good. But it would have been birch leaf is much easier and it tasted good. Chaga, it it doesn't ferment it, but it gives a sort of an earthy flavor, and but it's not allowed for this kind of use. I mean, it's actually been used as a medicine for a long time, and it's been used to substitute coffee. But because it's not in the EU regulation, we weren't allowed to use it. Look, I still have my pesto here. I got the last bites. Now, everybody mouth open. You're going to have a perfect bite now of the sausage and the bread and the pesto. You see? Ready? Mouth open. Mm. Got only a tiny bit of the sausage left. My fingers are
Lately, I've
dirty as
got
well.
more and more people asking if they can buy chaga from me, like pure, just the powder.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I always say no.
Well, I mean, we can talk with people, find out a
No.
place to. That was my original idea. That's true. That's True, John. Europe has higher standards on foods than the US. There are a lot of things that are forbidden here that are allowed in the States.
Bleached chicken.
Bleached chicken, for instance, yes. I'm very happy that that's not allowed in EU. It's like you have
But
to
also
be able
there
to
is
prove that it's safe.
all kinds of growth hormones that are allowed in the States and not allowed
Yeah, that's
in
true.
Europe.
But then even in Finland, it's even stricter than in a lot of other places.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny that now the there's some Finnish people think there's too many rules in Finland, but actually EU-wide it seems that more and more places are going to take more and more rules from Finland because they work. So so it's good.
I'm glad.
Yeah, no, I'm glad as well because it improves the quality.
Yeah,
Like it's when you regulate, you improve the quality.
yeah.
Yeah,
Crackers
yeah.
commonly sold here in the States cannot be sold in Europe. Really? How come is that? What is in crackers, or is it like that there's something in the flour, or
Are you now talking firecrackers or
I assume that we're talking about food.
food crackers?
Also, before EU, Finland has very strict restrictions. Yeah, some of the restrictions actually got looser. Like there were some colorants that you were not allowed to use in candy in Finland. Polysaccharides. Okay. Uh-huh. Haven't heard of that one. I mean, I've heard of polysaccharides, but not of them being like. Or is it like the? Because I also know that in the States, um, corn syrup is used pretty much everywhere. Tommy says, I respect Europe for keeping its food products ultra safe. USA needs to get its act together. No, I mean it's important. You have to be able to trust the companies that provide food to actually know what they're putting
Yeah,
in
because
it.
free market is all fine and dandy, but you need a government to protect normal people from the free market.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's not always
so that's I know that in a lot of places that's unpopular,
unpopular thought, but well,
but yeah,
red dye number 2 banned here a long time ago. Yeah, yeah. The corn syrup is it's not a very good good product. We in our marshmallows. I know that in a lot of the American marshmallows, they use corn syrup. We used um, what is it called again?
glucose.
Glucose syrup, and that's made of wheat. But the funny thing is that even though it's made of wheat, it doesn't have gluten in it, and it also is it like wheat allergic people can use it. So it's interesting. Started reading labels and avoid foods with corn syrup and added sugars. Yeah, and enriched wheat flour. So that's the enriched wheat flour. That's really yeah. That kind of stuff is not used here at all. It's really interesting how these things work.
But I guess it's probably done to make things cheaper. I mean, what?
Well, that's usually,
Yeah,
but or improve the consistency of the
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
things. The oils used to make fries or chips might be. Americans were surprised when they had food at McDonald's in Europe because they thought ours. Yeah, could be. Well, it there is a big difference, of course. You know, there is such a big difference in the taste, but well, I mean, I'm glad that it is very restricted, and that's why, even though that means that we can't use the chaga in our syrup, I'm also glad I'm not complaining about it because I much rather have it so that we know that everybody can be sure that it's safe rather than us being able to put the chaga in the in the syrup. You can
Yeah.
buy organic foods in the USA, but it's pretty expensive. Yeah. Yeah, we have them in the just in the ordinary shop. So you have like the both organic and, but then again in Finland we are far behind from the middle Europe, like
Mm,
Germany for instance.
yes and no,
Okay.
because if you look at how a lot of the vegetables that you buy from Finland are being grown, then they are almost like in the Netherlands. There is the organic certification that has rather loose rules,
Oh,
and actually a lot of the Finnish vegetables that are in Finland not marked organic would in the Netherlands probably just be allowed to be labeled organic because
okay.
of how they are grown. I mean, it's
Okay.
it's the quality in Finland of food production is very high.
Yeah,
That's
true.
because of the demand of the market. The Finnish people demand good quality, and that's like
Probably it's because people are still relatively close to the
yeah,
land in many
yeah,
ways.
one leg in the forest, and that's
Yeah.
technologically advanced and one foot in the forest. That's
Yeah.
what I love about Finland. Uh,
John says beef is different in Europe, better due to what the cattle is injected with and the food that they are fed. Europe doesn't allow certain hormones fed to
yeah,
cattle. That's very much true, yeah.
no, but one
There's
problem, one thing and that's luckily now being talked about. That's the antibiotics in meat,
yeah,
and that's now very widely being discussed in Europe to get to take down the amount of antibiotics that are allowed in meat.
yeah, still
Yeah,
further.
still further.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because now chicken, there is already you can already get rather easily chicken that's completely free of
Well, I
antibiotics.
mean, in Finland,
Yeah,
that's a thing that
yeah,
they developed a way in which they could how was it again? Like they haven't been treating the chicken with antibiotics for several years in the whole country.
yeah.
Like they found a way. Now I can't. I've known this, but I've forgotten this now as well. How it went. They yeah, have to read up on that. I'm not going to say anything because I don't remember how
Yeah.
it went. But
No, but it's yeah, yeah. It
but all in all, food production is very important, and I love that we
and
are
you should,
able to like.
as a consumer, you should be able to walk into the shop and know that whatever you buy is not bad for you,
Yeah, well,
unless it
that's
has a
going to take a long time because of the
unless it has a
candies and the.
label that says this is bad for you. Yeah.
No,
Uh,
but being able to Tommy fully agrees that being able to get food from the nature, that's what I love the
uh,
best.
uh,
That it's important what kind of food we get from the shops, but what I love the most is that
food from the
we
nature.
can get food from the nature, like for instance the lingonberries from here from the forest floor and all of that. Hey, you know what, people? I'm going to have to say bye because my hand is freezing. You see, it's completely red already, and it's been really nice. We made some wonderful reindeers in a blanket. We have to do this much more often. Organic food is better for you, but it's so much more expensive. Yeah, in comparison, yeah. But that's of course also a question of what you're used to in food prices. Thank you for sharing your dinner with us. It was nice to have you here. Maybe I will leave you with Stefan's beautiful cup of coffee. I didn't have any tea. I have to have it at
Oh,
home then. Look,
okay, so make you
hey, will you wave at people?
bye
Stefan with
bye.
his broken sweater, very broken sweater from the sleep. It was nice to have you here. Such a lovely afternoon. Red Hat Gang bye. Everybody have a wonderful week. See you. Bye. See you next Sunday again, hopefully. Bye, everybody. Hey, hey.
Hey.